Hello. It says my live video is starting. Hopefully the video works and comments work and all the stuff. I have not done a Facebook Live in a very, very long time. Excuse me, the videos that I have done, I record ahead of time and then post them. So, but I'm trying some new things, and going live is one of the ones. So welcome. This is Mary Lou Foster. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sulphur Springs, Texas. That's in northeast Texas. And I have so many things on my mind. But today I wanted to show you the cute, cute cards that I am offering in my next card class to go. I am offering the Jar of Joy. It's a photopolymer stamp set, and as you can see, this is the Christmas stamp set. This is a standalone stamp set, but there is a bundle that features the Sweet Jar Punch, and it's called Sweet Jar, and it's the one that is these are all online exclusives, so you're probably going, wait, I haven't seen those. Where did those come from? Don't forget that Stampin' Up! Is offering other ways of shopping than a catalog. They release online exclusives every other month. Oh my goodness, September the 3rd was a major release. Online exclusives, new kits, and a brand new holiday mini catalog. So there's so much to see and do. This is my first Christmas class, Christmas card class, and I chose it for a few reasons. One, it's easy. The Jar of Joy stamp set is part of your class kit, because there's no way that you can make these cards without this stamp set. You can do it without the punch. You'll just have to cut them out by hand. But I have add-ons, so you could add on the punch with your card class, and that's an option whenever you're registering for my class, and I will pay the shipping and the sales tax if you do it that way. If you go online and purchase it yourself, you're going to pay the shipping and you're going to pay the sales tax. So that'll make this punch a lot more expensive if you do it that way. But if you let me buy it for you, then you're going to save 17%. So I think I'll show you the cards. I don't want to take a lot of your time. I don't have a lot of time. We've been dealing with an infected knee since the 1st of June. Look at this cute card. You will get a roll of the Real Red and White Baker's Twine and a package of, let me find them, the peppermint embellishments as that comes in your class kit. And you will make 2 of the 4 cards. So I'm going to demonstrate one of them for you today. The rest of these I will do PDF instructions. Look at the cute detail on this one. Can you see the lines that are embossed? Easy. But if you, hopefully you've got a paper trimmer that has the embossing tool, or you have an embossing board, but that adds a little detail to that card. The paper is supposed to be the Need for Tweed, and I didn't have the Need for Tweed. I used Woven Textures, but it all works out. So look at this. You'll make that center panel, you'll tie that twine around it. I'm going to show you about stamping these so that you have the detail that you need. The cute peppermints, wishing you the sweetest Christmas. This one, hopefully you have heat embossing capabilities. If not, you could just stamp that. Mine is heat embossed. Use some of the arch dies. And this little gingerbread man, you're going to hand cut him. You're going to stamp him on a separate piece of cardstock and then hand cut him. You don't have to color him because you've got stamps for that. So the card that I'm going to demonstrate for you is what I call the slant front card. And when I looked at it, I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't even know how to make that. There are some hints and tricks that I have figured out. One is be careful where you place your adhesive so it's not sticking down your twine where you don't want it, because I really want to push that up. But I've got adhesive on the back, so it's not even. Oh, gasp. So I'm going to demonstrate this card for you today. Look at that cool slant front, and it looks difficult, but it's not. You'll have instructions. Look how pretty the inside of this one is. These cards are inspiration from a demonstrator in Canada that partners with Rhonda Wade, and McKay, I believe is her name. She was one of the #1 demonstrators for a while in Canada. Alright, so my card kit, there's lots of pieces, but it's not really that hard. Of course, I always like to fold my card base. And then you have a second piece. I believe I'll go ahead and adhere the inside pieces. This is the Country Woods, I think is the name of this paper. I will post a link when I get finished and to register for this class and of the supplies. So if you want to just go rogue, and you get a PDF with my class. I'm not going to give that for free. That's part of the class. And then we've got a piece of basic white, and the inside of this one does have a lot of stamping. I am not going to do that for you. I think you know how all of that works. But it is a nice detail for the inside of your card. And one of the reasons I really like this stamp set is for the ornaments. And I don't have them mounted on a stamp because I'm not using them for this card. But look at these cool ornaments right here. And you stamp them like in red or green or blue or whatever color you want them. You don't have to color them or anything because, as you can see, it gives enough color just stamping it. So that's a really cute detail. There's a cute snowman because you'll use all 3 of the images for this card. You make 3. Alright, so you're going to build your front. You've got a real red piece that's 4 by 5 1/4. You'll have a piece of early espresso, and you're going to have a piece of the Country Woods, I could pick it up and see what it's called, maybe. Let me see. It's actually in the annual catalog, believe it or not. It's called Country Woods Designer Series paper, and it's the one that has a lot of the wood elements, textures. So to make the slant front, whoops, here's the card. You're going to use a full piece of the Designer Series paper, but we're going to cut our front piece to make that slant. So I'm going to go ahead and mount the wood piece. It's not wood, it's paper. So I had planned a catalog walkthrough, and I had said I would do that yesterday, but y'all, like I said at the beginning, we've been dealing with my husband's infected knee, and some days I make plans and God just laughs and says, yeah, okay, she's made that plan, but we're going to change that plan. and I don't get to do what I had planned. So I did not get to do my catalog walkthrough. I'm going to check the instructions right quick so I do this correctly. Line up the bottom right corner in your paper trimmer, and we're going to mark about a 1-inch spot up. So I can use whichever part, because all I need to do is put a little tick mark right here. And then to cut it, I want my slant to go from lower left to upper right. So I put this, can you see that? I think you'll see it better if I do it this direction. In the trough, what does she call that? Where the your cutter blade goes. But see, I've put my 1-inch tick mark in the recessed part of that trimmer, and I put the very corner, and then I'm going to cut it. So I'm going to start at the bigger part and go to the smaller part, and look what I got. How about that? And I'll just erase a little bit of pencil mark that was left. So, like I said, you will get all those instructions. Do not panic on me. And that's going to go on the Designer Series paper. Okay. Well, let's do our stamping. I think I may have put my ink away, but have no fear. I can get it. It is real red. Nope. Where is... Oh, I see it. It's underneath the stack of stamps right here. Real red. I'm sorry if you can hear my husband coughing. We just had lunch, and sometimes he coughs after lunch. So I had first set this video, live for 1 o'clock, but I forgot the home health nurse comes. And sometimes she can come earlier, and sometimes she comes later. Alright, that's all that we need to do. I'm not going to stamp those little snowflakey things just yet. I like to kind of put it together some. Everybody builds their cards differently. Oh, I got red. Well, no fear. I can put a peppermint. You know why? Got red on my desk. So I'm going to start at that corner and just work my way right over. Alright. We're going to push that aside because we are going to stamp our jar in Early Espresso. It's kind of an unusual color to choose. I sure hope my video is light enough. On my screen it looks kind of dark, subdued, but I've got just about every light in here on. I'm going to do a little bit towards the bottom because I want to have room to stamp my lid, which is also stamped in Early Espresso. And you may notice on the card the lid is red. Well, we're going to color that in with Stampin' Blends. Alright, so I like to stamp the cookie outline crumb cake inside the jar. So we're going to start with crumb cake and the cookie jar outline. And it doesn't make much sense when you look at it, but you can see the star. And this is just the outline part. And we're going to stamp it full strength in crumb cake. And, sorry if my head's in the way. Trying to get it inside the jar. Right. Then our gingerbread man, he's going to be stamped in pecan pie, but it's not first generation. We're going to stamp off. I am sorry. I weed-eated just for a second because I'm needing to do it at work out in the yard, and I'm suffering the repercussions. So I stamped it off, and now I am looking to see. I really like doing the solid part first, but hey, what I line it up with is the bow tie of the gingerbread and the 3 little dots, and then I kind of take a peek to see if it looks like everything else is kind of lining up. This is one of those you sort of have to hold your mouth just right, but when it works fabulously. So you don't have to color the gingerbread men or anything by hand. It's 2-step stamping, but it's a bit of a challenge. Alright, let's color. I can take this away. We're going to color the lid to the jar red, real red, not fake red. And I'm just using the nub end because that was a little area. And on this particular one, the gingerbread men, there are some hearts. But we are not coloring the hearts. We are leaving them like that. But we're using peppermints to embellish the stars. Alright. I don't think I need to do that together. So let me cut it apart. There is a way that you can create a template so you know how to stamp it, so that you could punch it all out at once. But I did not take the time to do that. I'm just so lucky I get to even do this. I must have red on my fingers because I'm leaving red everywhere I go. I just hold it firmly in my right hand, position it with my left, and see how I've got my fingers against it for stability. I'm not just like free handing it. And when I get it lined where I think it looks even all the way around, punch that puppy out. But let me tell you, you want to get your hand out of the way because I pinched the side of my hand and it did not feel good. Not at all. Look, I just keep getting more and more red. Well, I'm afraid if I try to clean my hands off, it's only going to make it worse. But let me do that. You know, sometimes once you get it, it just keeps on giving and giving and giving. It's on this finger. Sometimes you have to wear it off, but on my fingernails. Okay. Oh, you know what I didn't do? But since I don't have it stuck down yet, I have not wrapped the twine around it. Good deal, because that does need to be done. Alright, I have hidden the twine. Here are the peppermints. It can't be that far. I've just been sitting here. Oh, for crying out loud. Where's the twine? Here it is. And I think I'll have enough in this one, because you're going to wrap it twice. And it's going to end up being down here on the wood grain part. Yep. That'll work. Trying to get it a little bit fixed where you want it. And I'm going to tie my bow this direction. I can't talk and tie a bow at the same time. Oops, it came apart. I'm going to go this direction. Well, I think it's not going to work today. You know, some days are like that. Not exactly what I wanted. Alright, I probably didn't cut my string long enough. Because I need a little more on this end. Come on. Sorry, I know it's taking a little longer, but that's crazy. And the video's just running and running. Y'all, I don't know how to edit, so you just get to watch it or fast forward through it if you're watching the replay. It's going to be sloppy. I'll fix it after the video because half of it came unlooped. But the object is, and you may be tired, usually I don't have any trouble with it. But what I'm trying to do is see where I'm going to put that and where I'm going to put this, because that's going to let me know where I'm going to stamp my snowflakes in crumb cake, of all things. Yeah. Like, have you ever seen, well, I guess it could be dirty snow. Stop it. Don't you just kind of fill in like you would, like you'd like. Because when you open this jar, the happiness came out. Do that. It's going to go over the string. You're going to cock that like that. Alright, so let's put some dimensionals. And like I said that. And you don't need those dimensionals in the middle because you want it to sit over your twine. So I just did it on the corners, the edges. Doesn't matter too much. And hopefully I'll be able to retie that. And then what I did, I cut one in half. So I could perch this like this. Does that make sense? Or, you know, we have the mini dimensionals. Somewhere I have a package. Ooh, I better close that. I'll be getting in that next. So you know where I got the red on my thing? How about if we put some peppermints over here? And just gonna, so there were 3 sizes. There was only one of the largest ones left on this particular package. I'm trying to use it up. I'm using the very smallest ones in the center right there. And how about if we add some peppermints to the happiness here. Right. And then this will get mounted on the red, and the red is mounted on the front on dimensionals. I'm going to use my bone folder to tighten that crease because I got tired of fighting with it. I'm going to put my adhesive on the back of my Early Espresso. You'll get all the instructions, pictures, when you sign up for this class. This class can be mailed to you, or you can do local pickup. Do it on your own at home. You'll need a list of the extra supplies like the inks, but you can substitute with what you have at home. You're not stuck doing it exactly the way I did it, with exactly the colors I used. Because sometimes these cards serve as inspiration cards, and then you can take it and run from there. It's kind of your starting base. And remember, when you're taking these backs off, if you'll kind of use your fingernail to indent the center of the dimensional, it'll pull that edge up, and then your thumb can just scoop up that top. But I think these are the cutest cards. They make me smile. In my marketing for this class, I'm like, a card that makes you smile. Look at that. Is that not just wishing you the sweetest Christmas? And then the sentiment that I chose to put on the inside is, may your heart be filled with joy. So that is card number 4 of the class. You'll make 2 of each card, so you're going to make 8 Christmas cards. You'll still have the stamp set. You'll still have the peppermints. You'll still have the real red twine. If you decide to make them on your own, substitute. If you've got something that looks like wood grain, use that. But I just wanted to kind of show you the first Christmas card of 2025 using brand new online exclusive products. Stay tuned for my holiday catalog walkthrough. I don't know if I'm going to get it done this evening or in the morning. Stay tuned. Like I said, my life, I kind of have to be flexible or I'll break. But I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy stamping.